Okay guys, sorry I haven't been with you for a while. Let me show you what's going on. The Ford pickup, the owner wanted the radiator painted black, so we pulled that out and then we had a shroud remounted. We had to paint a column. He had a different column come in for it, steering column. So we painted the column up. As you can see, we got all the door gloss into. Painted the column up and got that all mounted. He's got to bring me the steering wheel back. He took the steering wheel. Anyway, so yeah. We got the gauges all set in there and all the boxes, like all the computer boxes and everything mounted in the dash for everything, just sitting there wiring, waiting for Dan, the man who's going to wire it. So the column's in there. What else is going on that we've done? I don't know, not too much. You know, a few things. The overflow jugs mounted in there. Yeah, just, it's lots of little stuff that you don't see getting done on that. And of course the Buick's still up on the lift. We're waiting on engine and tranny, so that stops us from putting the front grille in it because we don't want to be banging it with the cherry picker. But we are going to be putting, we're going to be putting the back windows in it this week. We're going to put in the rear bumper on it, the kill switch for the battery, and starting to put the interior together in it, like the shifter, the door panels, all that stuff. And hopefully by then he'll have the engine. He's got his tires and wheels, as you can see, they're on there. So that's a good thing. What else is going on? We've been working. I haven't done nothing to my own personal car, so you haven't missed nothing. I've been spending a lot of time, honestly, I've been spending half my time probably on my Sunday fun day working in my bar, which I don't want to show you guys yet, and working in my own office, 50s area. I've changed that completely around. And then the other half of my time has been spent working on customer cars, which I hate to do, but unfortunately I've been spending a lot of my time on my days off playing with customer cars just to, I don't know, just to help people out and, you know, get them further ahead, and that's okay. The gull wing, doors, trunk, hood are going for all the inner parts to be painted this week coming. But Sean's been working away. Yeah, we've got a water leak. We've got a water leak here right in the corner of the body shop, so we're going to deal with that. But Sean's been working away on the 69 GMC. He's got a few areas you can see where he broke through. He's got a spot primer, but the vehicle is in full final primer. I got the doors on it, the fenders on it, the hood on it. I drilled all the holes. I mounted all the stainless chrome on it, fitted it all together one side, then fit it on the other side, made sure they matched up. I fitted the grill in it, and of course then we pull it all back off. So Sean's got this right now in 320. He's going to do his spot primer work where you see it. Then he's going to start blocking it down to 400. Then 600 is where we finish off before we do the base coat, clear coat. And then, of course, obviously before we paint, when he's all done that, we're going to rip the whole thing apart and start painting jambs, edges, everything that needs to be painted. So this truck's coming along quite well. We are not doing the final assembly on this truck. We're going to be putting the I believe the windshield in it, the glass in it, all the chrome on it, the grille on it, the bumpers on it, the tires and wheels, but then it will roll out of here. Somebody else is doing the wiring, the engine, the tranny, and that's fine. That's all good with me. That's all good. I do not mind, because sometimes that's the shit that, honestly, I just don't like to do anyway. So, but I'll do it. I mean, it's a job, but sometimes I just don't like to be involved in it. Better if somebody else does it. Let them have the issues of dealing with it. So, and then, so long story, Kathy's truck. You know, I'm always trying to find her parts and pieces as I can for free to keep the budget down. And it's hard. You just don't find it anymore, right? And if you do, well, people are going to charge for it. Why wouldn't they? I found her a set of 6-bolt rims. I cleaned them up, painted them up, went down, got all the tires mounted. She needed 4 tires. We got 4 tires. Went with a skinny tire on the front, skinnier than what it was on there, and the back tire kept it a little wider. So the rims that were on the truck were all 8-inch Raleigh wheels, which, whatever, she wants a stock looking rim. So I found her 2 that were stock. Had the tires mounted, went and put them on. Set them on there, seemed okay. Went to suck them up tight, and guess what? They hit the calipers. Back to the tire store. Get the tires dismounted, and unfortunately didn't have time. Had to just throw the new tires for the front on the old dirty 8-inch rims, which now makes this tire look wider than it really is, but it's not. It's only 6 inches of surface on the road, but the tire's ballooned out of it, which doesn't hurt it whatsoever. because we're putting a tire that should be on a 6 or maybe 7-inch rim on an 8-inch rim, but it's all we can do. So, you know, like for instance, today is my Sunday day, but I'm going to be having to wire wheel these real quick and spray some black paint on them, just to try and, you know, get ahead here. She's coming for the truck on Wednesday, so that's the thing. Now the truck went down and had some upholstery work done, turned out really good, looks good, suits the whole patina look, excellent job. Drove it, we got to drive it for the first time. Brakes, hey, big thumbs up. Running, runs like a dream. Shifts good, doesn't overheat. Everything's working, all the gauges are working, all the lights are working, everything. But the steering is all over. Now we had checked the steering on the truck when it was here, up in the air. Now remember, you were never able to drive this truck. And it's tight. Tie rods are all tight, all that kind of stuff's good. Pitman arm, idler arm, that's all good. The box has some adjustment in it. So, you know, I tried to do the old back and forth. You should only have no more than a 1/2 inch back and forth on your steering wheel, max, for play. And this one feels like it's got around a 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more. I wasn't too concerned about it. It's like a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. But I guess when you start driving it down the road, you know, you never know if the box is worn out till you start driving it. Of course, you start driving it, it's not like it's going to fall apart, because it's not. But the problem is that when you're turning corners, a lot of these old vehicles aren't 100% right, but when you let go of a wheel around a corner, it usually corrects itself somewhat, then you pull it back straight, if you know what I'm saying. This truck, if you're turning the corner, it ain't going to straighten back out. You're going to straighten that sucker out like that. When you're driving down the road, though, straight, she drives fine. She's not all over. She's got some play in her. So we're going to get it up in the air here and see if we can't adjust it a bit more, the box, but there's really not much more adjustment on it. So that being said, that means the steering box got to come out, got to be rebuilt, or you find another one. You just can't go buy a new one. You just can't. That's all there is to it. So either find a used one, and then you're dealing with a used piece of shit, or you rebuild what you got. And to rebuild what you got isn't cheap, and it ain't something you're going to get done quick. But a guy like myself wouldn't have a problem driving the truck, because I know all this old shit. Someone like Kathy may have an issue with it. So let's hope her husband is good with this stuff, because you're just going to have to deal with it for now. What can I tell you? But let's take a look at the truck. And you can see here we are. I've quickly managed to wire wheel and paint one rim. I got it drying under the heat here. So I did get one done. I got one more to go. Like I said, so I'm not really working on my own stuff. And unfortunately, you know, she wants a truck, so I probably won't be taking Monday off either. I'll be just coming out here and doing what I got to do. And the weather sucks. It's pissing down rain, of course. You know, what else is... It's not as good as the weather as last year. So there's the seat. Looks beautiful. Excellent job. Headliner, visors. Wow. Door panels, armrests. It's nice. It suits the truck. Oh, rubber mat. It really suits it. Like, it is a good thing. There's the new tires. See, I painted the old rims, right? There's the new tires on the back. So, and like I say, these were the rims I had got her. And I had thrown them on there. Like, I got them. I held them up on there. They were spinning, but I didn't bolt them on. Kind of my fault, I guess, too. I didn't bolt them on. I just put them up on there. You know how you fit a rim on there. And I turned it. I turned it, spun it around. It seemed okay. It was when you actually go to bolt it on, it rubs. So it's just the offset of that rim is off. That's all it is. So the only thing I can do for now is run these nasty, ugly old big rally wheels on it, and whatever, it'll get her going down the road. They're black, they'll be okay. But she wants to run the nice stock hubcaps and all that. These aren't the rims for it. And the more I think about it, you know, I don't even know if you're going to get away with a stock rim running those calipers. I'd have to do some measuring, which again, we'll have to figure that out after. I have a feeling you're just going to have to, you know, go to Vintique Wheels or someone like that, and they'll. It's the same as my Model A. You just order what you need for wheels, and away you go. But again, that ain't cheap. You know, these old cars just aren't cheap. So it is what it is. These will do for now. They'll get her down the road. She's got 4 new tires. She's got new brakes. You know, she's got disc brakes on it. She's got good steering, wipers. Heater works like a hot damn. All the gauges are working. All the lights are working. So it's just a matter of hopefully I can get another turn or two out of that steering box. But I don't have a positive vibe over it. I think it just is what it is. So like I say, it'll be what it'll be, and it'll be the next step that You know, later on, maybe she'll bring it back in the fall and we'll have to deal with it. All good. It's not like the truck is no good, Kathy. If you're watching, it can be fixed. Anything can be fixed. It's just more time and a little more money, and that's that. And I don't rebuild steering boxes, but I know someone that does, but it ain't going to be cheap. But what do? You want to drive it, you got to be safe, right? But don't get me wrong, you're safe, Kathy, with it. It's just got a lot of play in the box. You're going to, you better get to the gym and start lifting weights and doing stuff, or else you ain't driving this truck. Anyway, so that's what Sunday Fun Day is about. The Corvette's not here. The Corvette's over in the paint booth, got painted. So I might actually, I got to run over there, so maybe I'll bring you guys along with me. I'll show you the Corvette. Obviously, I'm not going to bring it home in the pissing rain, and it was just painted last night, so it's there for a couple days. We'll be coming home during the week. So maybe we'll cut this video short here now, and we'll bring it home. Or maybe I got a little time and I can play with my own car. I mean, we left off where? I don't know where we left off. We left off welding this piece on. It's been so long. And I got to cut this piece in, but it's so late in the day right now too. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I got to go over to the booth for 4. I just don't know if I want to start getting involved with this. But we'll see. Either way, we'll stop the video now. I'll think it over, and you'll find out in, well, I guess right now. Okay guys, so here it is. We're at the booth. There she is. She's all her parts and pieces. She's drying up. It's quite the color. It's going to be, it's going to stand out really good in the sun. It's hard to tell in the booth. Fluorescent lights, the way they reflect off everything, you don't get a good look at it. But she's looking excellent. Headlight doors over there. Gas cap. Anyway, so that's it. 73 Vette Stingray, for those that are new to watching it. This is Ford Ruby Red, like the 2000 and 2010 and up, I believe it is. So it's a tri-coat. What I mean by tri-coat is you put your base down first, your color, then you do your mid coat, which has got all the pearl in it, and then from there you clear coat it. So this car will pop quite a bit when it's out in the sun. But I do see that my battery on my camera is dying. I didn't charge it up before I come over here. So I'm going to have to cut this video short. But there you are. So that's it. So hey, well, it's a good time and old time. That's all I got to do on Sunday. Didn't get nothing going on for myself, but that's the way it is. See you later.